shit. I'm just checking my Facebook for the first time of the day.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was tagged in some pictures. It's Halloween, folks.
You about to buy them the kids have son.
Oh yeah, it was.
It's always good to wake up early and check your tagged
No,
photos.
this is the stuff I walked into.
Oh, sounds like a good
Yeah,
time.
there's the. Look at that. Put all these pictures everywhere. I think there might be somebody famous.
Nice rainy day. Week 8, right? Today's week 8?
Today's week 8.
All right.
Week 8.
Mm-hmm.
The Pacific Northwest.
Beautiful fall day.
Gorgeous. It's a gorgeous Washington day.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking about it this week, what we're going to talk about today, and I thought we'd talk about politics, because voting happens
Ah, yes.
not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday. Yeah, so we got 2 Sundays to talk about. And that's why I left all this literature on the table.
Oh, lucky us.
Wow, we're prepared.
Yeah.
Campaign on your dime twice. Jesse Young was caught campaigning on your dime twice. I don't know
I
what
thought that was
means.
normal.
Yeah, I thought that's what they're supposed to do. He broke some ethic laws. He received the largest fine ever.
So check this out. I saw a commercial against Marty McClendon last night.
Yeah.
And he says that he would file bankruptcy like 6 times and then always drives super luxurious cars.
Right, I saw that.
And if you can't
4 times. I thought,
trust
yeah.
him with his own money, why would you trust him with the state's money?
Yeah, I want to ask him about that.
Yeah, that'd be great to ask him about
Yeah.
it, right? Because, I mean, it's a valid point.
Yeah.
The guy said it about himself?
No,
So
it
somebody-
was an anti-campaign
Okay, I got
against
you.
him.
I was like,
he's
damn.
driving a Humvee and shit, and he's a pastor or something. That's how he makes his living.
6 or 7 bankruptcies, and I guess a lot of local businesses don't like him. But I just thought, man, that anti-campaign ad against him seems so valid and awesome that if I were him, I'd be like discouraged as fuck. I'd be like, I quit. You're right. I'm horrible with money and I'm a piece of shit.
Well, he's against abortion, though.
Sociopath. Oh, is that what it is? Is that what it comes down to?
It always does.
Yeah.
You know.
Anti-abortion, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Jesus.
Fuck that guy. We should have him on our podcast.
We should have him on our podcast. He seems like a guy that'd be at church by 8 o'clock. He'd be ready for the podcast at 9.
Yeah, for sure.
This one's about the oil and gas emissions tax. You guys, yes or no on that one?
If it's anything sponsored and funded by the gas energy companies, I'll usually vote no. I don't trust those fucks.
Voting no is funded by the people that are gas people.
Oh, well then yeah, I'm going yeah on that. Going yeah on 1631.
Well, I'm not sure if I want to go yeah on it because they're gonna put the cost on us,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna be paying more taxes, and it ain't gonna do fucking goddamn thing.
What's the tax for?
Save the earth.
Oh, it's environmental thing.
Fuck that.
I'm gonna spend an extra 13 cents to
Save the earth.
breathe clean air.
I'm gonna prep my boys for Mars. Get them ready now.
Yeah, right.
Well, they say, just because we're doing it doesn't mean everybody else is going to do it. It's going to make no dent whatsoever on the emissions, but it sets a precedent.
They need to figure out how to save the fucking orcas.
Well, that's what this thing would be. Is to,
Open up fish farms and shit.
Well, they would, make solar energy more available. I think that's what they should do anyways. Just any government building should have solar power.
That makes sense.
Then we could put our taxes into that.
Especially since every government building should be long term,
Yeah.
Well, fuck, we've had the technology for fucking years now, and it's still not very popularized,
Yeah, I don't know if it's very good though. It always comes down to the batteries.
Pretty much.
How
long is my lithium battery going to last?
All right, what's this one about? 1634. Yeah, no, that's
The same one,
Yeah,
yeah.
energy. exempts the large polluters. Alright, what's this one about?
Power, unity, money, respect.
It's the educational
School levy.
Yeah, they give us a raise, so I don't need to read it.
Fuck the teachers.
That's federal union. We don't need that.
Yeah.
And Heartland Toyota. I guess that's it.
Ah,
You were
yeah.
responsible.
You already bought a car. Politics in October, November.
Is there any good local news?
There was a couple gnarly accidents yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was one to Albertsons across in Port Orchard, the gas station. Some dude fucking truck, I don't know how, ran into the gas station and caught on fire.
But the truck was on fire, right?
Yeah, the truck was on fire.
So maybe he had some gasoline loaded up in his truck bed or something.
Yeah.
Nice.
It explode or just burn?
Burn.
It looked like it was burning, yeah.
That's not fun.
It's dark.
I know. The first time I realized that gas just burns; it doesn't really explode.
9/11.
Well, there's that. This was back.
Sean Pickering would repeat it.
This was back in '94. My friends and I, around this time of the year, Halloween, there's pumpkins everywhere, and we siphoned some gas out of a car, put it into a little mini pumpkin, filled it up, and then took it to the park and threw a match in there and ran. And we thought it was just going to blow up into pieces, like in the movies. But no, it's just catching on fire. 15 minutes goes by. It doesn't even look like the gas has gone down at all. It's just a little fire, And I shit you not, the bully of the neighborhood comes. And he sees what we're doing. He's like, "What are you guys doing?" We're like, "Oh, we were just trying to blow up this pumpkin." And he goes, "You guys are stupid." And he goes up and fucking stomps on it. And erupts in flames. The whole side of his body's on fire. The park starts catching on fire. And we're like, holy shit. Fire department comes and has to put it out. His leg's all burned. He's got blisters all over his shit. And we're just like, that's what you get, fucker. And we got our explosion we wanted. It was pretty sick.
I have a fucking similar story to that, man. Like, I was a kid before I moved to the country, and I wanted to see what happened if I lit a whole cup of gas on fire. And so I went to my dad's garage and I freaking poured had a paper cup and I poured a full glass of gasoline, and I walked around the corner to my next door neighbor's house right there, and I got a book of matches and I lit the matches and I just threw it at the cup and just waited, and then it just goes boom and it splattered and caught my freaking neighbor's grass on fire, and I just took off and ran and went to my house and I see him coming out with pots of water trying to put it out.
Someone putting your fire out.
Watching out for us.
You're like, awesome.
Never got in trouble for it.
Well, it is Halloween season too. Last night was Halloween night. It's on a Wednesday this year, so you can't have it afterwards.
Everybody was partying last
So
night.
last night was the Halloween parties.
Yeah.
It was pretty lame. I mean, as far as Halloween being on a Wednesday.
It's not the same as Halloween on a Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So you didn't get all the dress up slut stuff.
Yeah.
There's a little bit.
Well, what's wrong with you? Where were you at on that one? Why were you dressed up like a little slut?
I dressed in orange.
No, yeah, that says pick me up all over it. Jesus Christ.
I'm still in pain, Joe.
I dressed up as the scariest thing there is to be nowadays, and I'm not a black man.
Yeah. Dressed up as Trayvon Martin.
With your Skittles.
Not on purpose. It's coincidence. It's coincidence.
So a couple accidents, politics. Oh, I forgot to mention last week because we were talking about that journalist that got killed, right?
Mm-hmm.
That came right on the heels of Kavanaugh getting into the Supreme Court. Haven't heard shit about him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just kind of shifted.
Well, it's crazy. I was
Now there's the Mexican caravan.
Yeah. And then
News shifted.
yeah. And then the bombs.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the
Yeah.
bombs.
And then there was a shooting yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Synagogue.
Yeah, synagogue shooting.
And I saw a post on Facebook. Not gonna name any names, but somebody fucking called it. They said if a Mexican caravan coming to the border isn't enough to distract you from the Saudi killing the journalist, take this bomb threat to the politicians, and if that doesn't distract you, have a mass shooting. And they said that a week before the mass shooting. It's like, geez, are we that predictable as a nation that these incidences occur like this?
I never thought Saturday night would end like it did last night. So, I'm not good at predicting anything.
Oh, waking up on someone else's couch?
I guess I did that. You didn't call me out.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. You're being so vague. I don't know.
That was pretty big. Yeah, if I can't even figure out what Saturday night's going to end up like, what can I think about the news?
I can't trust the country if I can't trust myself on a Saturday night. Fuck that.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It is what it is.
And in other local news,
What?
the Greg Wheeler, the mayor,
Oh.
fired the fuck out of the chief of the fire department.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear
I
that.
said, hey, fire chief, you're fired.
Wow.
And everybody's like, whoa, that fire chief was pretty rad.
Why did he
I
do
did
that?
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody knows why. Probably like a little personal
Oh,
rift.
really?
Yeah. And Wheeler's like, I have the power to fire you, so I'm going to execute that power, bruh.
I don't know if he...
He said it just like that. You're fired, bruh. Fuck with the wheel.
All right, what do we got for football this week?
We got Seahawks versus Lions in
10.
Detroit. Yeah.
Oh, they just started.
Yeah.
You guys win that game.
I think we win by one. I don't know. Sebastian Janikowski, 47-yard field goal.
I'll give y'all about 2 touchdowns. I think at least.
2 touchdown lead over the Lions in Detroit. Yeah. Detroit's they got Golden Tate, Matthew Stafford,
I never fixed my cable.
Kenyon Martin.
No, they didn't fix it.
Well, I took that screenshot. I have to email it to him.
What do you think? Seahawks Lions.
I've been pretty bad with my predictions. Russell didn't break his leg.
Uh-huh.
Didn't get as many sacks as I thought.
They're actually doing better than you thought.
They're doing way better. So they have 3 wins?
I think they're 4-3.
Because I said they would only win 4 games this
Yeah,
year.
you're fucked.
So, yeah. So I'm going to start cheering for them,
Cool. That's what bandwagon.
Just coined a new phrase.
Bandwagon. Dude.
Bandwagon fans do. They wait
Hashtag
until
YouTube.
They wait until when they're sucking there, they're nowhere to be found.
Bandwagon.
I don't know what. No one knows why I fired the fire chief.
Yeah, I don't see it on the Facebook.
Well, it's real.
Comedy show went well last night.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
New Vapor Lounge, New Wave Vapor Lounge. It was really cool. They were really supportive. We raised over $300 for the cancer research. Steve Hutchinson.
It's kind of bizarre. There was a fucking first grader running around in a goddamn SWAT uniform there. But there was a kid.
Oh, really?
All night.
Yeah.
For a Halloween thing?
He was the star of the night, man.
Yeah,
he
he
stole
was.
the show. He won the costume contest. He did karaoke after the show and was crushing that. Just running around like a little stud, playing pool.
Lori said he was behind the fucking bar.
Yeah, he was walking behind the bar, just
Yeah.
fucking helping himself to shit,
Nice.
Like true SWAT, man. He was in the role.
He's like, fuck the liquor board, I'm SWAT.
Oh, here's a story.
But I was definitely impressed by the New Wave Vapor Lounge. They got food that's just off the charts amazing there.
Oh,
as
that's
well.
what I heard.
Yeah, and the owner's a really cool, nice
Oh,
dude.
shit.
Yeah. When I pitched to do a comedy show there, he was a little off-put because apparently Linda Diaz went there and produced a shit show.
Oh.
And he's like, never again will I do that. And it's like, fuck, so bad when people do that.
Well,
It is what it is.
it's their prerogative. But I'm glad he had faith that you.
Oh yeah,
pull it off.
he was great. He was loving it. Good turnout and support for the cause, and definitely look forward to maybe trying to do more. We could probably do the feud there. Actually, it's a perfect layout for it.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. We need to start booking bands in December and January and February for feud.
Yeah.
So, well, Kale's up. I feel
Well-
like that fart just went through the wall.
This guy has disabilities, so all these people came together and bought him a house or built him a house. small house.
Homeless veterans tiny home collides with Kitsap County code. Yeah, naturally.
So this guy's got some property out in Seaback, and they're like, yeah, if I can put it on this property.
Yeah.
And they did, and somebody complained saying,
You gotta be kidding me.
well, you know, I always like to look at both sides of the coin, and this side was definitely, yeah, he should be able to have that there. I mean, and I see that, I get that. But there's like 3 other RVs there too, and so it's like, you know, at what point does this owner just like charge the people to set up their shop there? Or maybe he's not charging, but still. If I was a neighbor and all of a sudden I had a bunch of RVs and people coming and going all the time, it's like, I don't think we're zoned for that.
It's like when the disc golf course popped up in Port Orchard and everybody was going out there and having a good time.
Yeah.
And then it got put in the paper that there's a disc golf course in Port Orchard. It's a lot of fun. And then somebody saw the article in the paper and was like, they're probably not up to code and zoning. And then fucking narked on them after they saw them in the paper and they got shut down.
Well, and then same thing on the flip side, you know, if you were the neighbor and you had people coming and going all day and all night and fucking discs going in your yard. And, I mean, I'm not saying that that's going on at this place, but, you know,
Yeah.
shit, you get 10 more residents than, you know, you're normal, then you got more garbage, you got more coming and going, you want a nice peaceful place out in Seabeck, and now you got veterans in wheelchairs.
Fucking getting drunk and yelling at the sky.
The ambiance just isn't the same up here in Seabeck.
Why couldn't we just keep it simple with the meth?
Yeah. Oh man. Alright, so what else do we got? Is that we cover everything?
Yeah, I think so. We did the caravan.
Caravan, bombs
Voting.
for politicians. Bombs for
Local news.
politicians.
Football.
Football.
I didn't say. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks this time.
Alright. Seahawks
I'm gonna say by 3 touchdowns.
Wow.
That's it too.
Bold prediction. I'm still sticking with 1 point win. I think it's going to be a knockdown, drag out fight, low scoring game. We'll see.
All right, I'm having leftovers for breakfast.
All right. Take her easy.
Thanks.